children, this is Namita Basnotra and I'm here with a new video on comparison of fractions. So shall we begin? In this video, I'll be teaching you how to compare the unlike fractions. And unlike fractions are which fractions? Which have the different denominators, not the same denominators, right? And I will also be teaching you that how you can compare the unlike fractions mentally or by finding the equivalent fractions of these and then writing steps of it. And the third thing that I'll be teaching you is how to arrange the mixed fractions in ascending and descending order, or the other, it means the proper or improper fractions or the unlike fractions in the ascending and descending order. So let's begin. So children, it's time to compare some more fractions, and the question here is 3 by 4 and you have to compare it with 2 by 6. So as you can clearly see that now we don't have anything common, either we have common numerators. Can you see 3 here and 2? So the numerators are different, and 4 and 6, the denominators are also different. Another thing I want to tell you children, that I am using a stylus here and my figure there was not so neat and I was using a highlighter to color it, but when you are going to write it in your notebook, it should be perfect. So use scale and make very beautiful and neat and clean drawings. Okay, so now with this, let's write the question and learn how to solve this. So I'm going to give you a very easy trick to solve this. So when you have to compare 3 by 4 and the other fraction is 2 by 6, and we know that the denominators and numerators are all different. So what will you do? You will simply cross multiply. So let me just do that from here. So I will take another color, and then what do I mean by cross multiply? And write the numerators only. Okay, so in the next step you have to multiply the 6 with 3. So you will write, or 3 with 6. So you will write 3 into 6. Okay, to compare. And the second one will be, so let me just erase this. You have just done that. And second one will be, you have to now multiply the denominator here and the numerator on the other fraction. That is 2 by 4. So I will multiply 2 by 4. So when you multiply these two, so 3 6 is how much children? 18. You are absolutely right. And how much is 2 4s are? 2 4s is 8. Now I want to ask you, which is greater? Is 18 more or 8 more? 18 is greater, right? So let me just erase this arrow. So that means my answer is, okay. So let me just draw the box once again. So what will be my answer children? My answer will be that 3 by 4 is more than 2 upon 6. So I want that you can do this mentally also. If someone asks you which is greater, 3 by 4 and 2 upon 6. So quickly you cross multiply in your mind and keep the left hand side. That means you will just keep 18 in your mind, and there you will keep 8 in your mind. Right? And then compare, and you will say 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 6. Easy. So children, we have one more question here, and this is question number 4, where I will be comparing the fractions, and every time you see I'm taking a different type for you to make you understand different kind of fractions, so that if you get any question you'll be able to solve them like this. Okay, so this is the question is 5 upon 9 equal to 4 by 5? So now this is a question where, first let me write the question here on the board. So I have this cute blackboard or a whiteboard, whatever you call it. Actually it is a green board, and I'm writing the question 5 upon 9, and to compare these I'm going to put that box over here, and then I'm writing 4 upon 5. Okay, clear? So when I have these two fractions, now I have to compare. So I clearly look at it that the denominators are different, and when the denominators are different, and you can see the numerators are also different. So in these cases, one method I've already taught you. Now I'm teaching you the other method which we use. That is that we will be, first thing we have to do is we want to make the denominator same. I mean whatever it is, and if we happen to do that, then only we can compare the fractions. Denominator means the part size. You can only compare two fractions when the number of parts of that chocolate that you have, that chocolate is divided into the same number of parts. Then out of that, if you pick up the parts and compare, it makes sense and we can do it easily. That is a concept. Okay, so in this case what we will do is we will convert these fractions into equivalent fractions. You all have done the equivalent fractions. You know how to change a fraction into an equivalent fractions. Let's do that. We will do the same. So we have 5 upon 9, and if we have to change it into equivalent fraction, what will I do? I know that the other denominator here is 5, right? So I will multiply and divide it by 5. Okay, can you see? I'm going to do that. Easy. Then what do I get? I get now 25 upon 45. Right? And let me do the other one also, children. What is the other one? Other fraction is 4 upon 5. So I already have 5, and if I multiply this 5 by the denominator of the other fraction, what is the denominator? That is 9. Then see what happens. So I cannot just multiply it by 9 and increase the value. I have to multiply and divide by 9. Now to some people who have forgotten, I think they should remember that 9 upon 9, if you are multiplying it and dividing it by 9, what is happening? Basically reduce, you get 1. So basically you are not changing the value of a fraction. You are multiplying it by 1. And when you multiply any number by 1, children, what happens? Right? What happens? Tell me. Okay, let me ask you a question. How much is 4 into 1? That is 4 into 1 is 4, right? So you know that if we multiply any number by 1, we get the number itself. So that's why when we multiply a number by an equivalent fraction here, we are not changing the value of a number. We are simply multiplying it by 1. And then then this process helps us to get the same denominator, and that is easy, and we can compare after that once we get the same denominator. So let's do this now. So what do I get? 9 fours are, children? Yes, you're right, 36. And you should learn your tables by now if you have not learned. Okay, and 5 nines is 45. See what is happening here now. We have the same denominators, isn't it? Good news. 45 here and 45 here. So now I can clearly see that 25 is 25. Can you notice this 25 here, and this is smaller or less than 36? So tell me which fraction is bigger, children? Yes, you are right. 4 upon 5 is greater. So if 4 upon 5 is greater, I will write a greater sign which will face 4 upon 5. So this is how you have to do the question by changing the fractions into equivalent fractions. Understood? Alright, now children, this is another interesting question that I have taken for you. So now this is like arrange the following fractions in the descending order. Okay. So when we look at it, these are the mixed numbers. Now mixed numbers are, can you see, this is 7, means that's a whole number part of it, 3 by 4. Then 2 is a whole number, and 5 by 6 is a fraction, and 10, 3 by 5. So first thing we will do is we will write the question as it is. Let me write here 7, 3 by 4, then 2, 5 by 6, and then 10, 3 by 5. Now I want to ask you, without solving it and just looking at the fraction, can you make out which is the biggest fraction here or the greatest fraction here? Yes, you're right. What we will do in this, we will completely ignore the fraction part of it. Why? Because the whole numbers here which are given to us, you have to see, just see what is happening here. This is 7, it's a whole number. This is 2, it's a whole number. And this is 10, it's a whole number. So what do we mean by this fraction? This means that this portion is 7 chocolates plus 3 by 4 portion of the 8 chocolate. So this fraction is somewhere between 7 to 8. Okay, 7 to 8. It is more than 7 and less than 8. Let's look at this fraction now. Children, this fraction is 2 full chocolates and 5 by 6 of the third chocolate. So that means this is 2 by between fraction is in between 2 and 3, and this is 10. So let's assume that we have again 10 chocolates. So that means we have full 10 chocolates with us and 3 by 5 of my 11 chocolate. So this fraction is between 10 to 11. So why I'm using chocolate is it is easier to visualize that okay, I have 10 full chocolates, and it gives a very good feel also, 10 full chocolates with us. So children, can you see which one is the greatest? Clearly this one is the greatest here, right? And in the descending order we write the greatest first. So I'll change my pen color and I write my first fraction as 10, you're right, and 3 upon 5. So when you have just whole numbers in front of you, you can quickly compare them mentally also, right? And then and for descending order we use a sign like this because this is a greatest. So greater, it is greater than the next. And which one will be the next, children? Yes, you're right, the chocolate portion, which is between 7 to 8. So my next one will be 7, 3 by 4. Okay, and after that my last fraction that I have to write is, which is the smallest here in the 3, that is 2 5 upon 6. It is this simple. Now children, we are ready to do one more question in which we have many fractions. This question, what I am telling you, can be done for 3 or more fractions, this procedure that I will be teaching you. And the level is now slightly higher. Why? Because now we have different numerators and different denominators. Okay, so children, when you get a question like this of different numerator and different denominator, the first step is you have to find the LCM. So the first step is LCM, but then LCM of what? LCM of denominators. So I'm writing a D for denominators. Okay, this is a step 1. Clear? Step 2 is after you have denominator. So what is this denominator? Denominator is koi mil gaya. And what is that koi mil gaya? So koi mil gaya is your new denominator of equivalent fractions, because the next step will be you find equivalent fractions. Okay. So when you have to find equivalent fractions, you should know that equivalent, what is the denominator of that equivalent fraction, right? So this LCM gives us the denominator of those equivalent fractions. So we'll be using the LCM, fine. And the third step is that you will be comparing. So I'm writing C for comparing. So in these 3 easy steps we can compare. So shall we begin? Okay. So let me quickly write the question over here. Okay, it says that you do 11 upon 12. Okay, and the next is 5 upon 8, and the next one is 3 upon 4. So these are the 3 fractions. And children, the first thing we have to do is we have to find the LCM. And LCM of what? Of the denominators. So my denominators are 12, then 8, and then 4. This everyone knows. And then in the previous videos, if you don't remember, I have made that LCM video for you. You remember? You can watch that video and learn how to find LCM. And also in that LCM, I gave you some 3 easy tricks that you can find LCM mentally. So I'm not repeating that here again. You can go back to that video, LCM video, and watch those tricks with. Okay. So children, now we start solving it. So we have to do the prime factorization. So write here 2, and because all 3 of them are even, so 2 6 are 12, and 2 4s are 8, and 2 2s are is 4. Yes, you're right, children. Now after that again I can take 2, so I get 2 3s are, yes, you're right, 6, 2 2s are 4, and then 1. So now I have to multiply 2 into 2, the prime factors here, and some factors over here which are left here, and that is 3, but they are not the common factors. These are the remaining factors. So I write here 2, and we can avoid writing 1 because if I multiply a number by 1, then we get the number itself. And children, what is the product of these? Can you tell me? 2 twos are is 4 and 4 twos are is, okay, let me show you. I mean, you can multiply like this. 2 twos are is 4, and then you can do this. 4 twos are is 8, you know that, and 8 threes are is 24. So my product here, or my LCM here, is 24. So children, koi mil gaya. And what is 24? 24 is my new denominator, and new denominator means now I have to change these all equivalent fractions into my equivalent fractions with a denominator 24. Is this clear? So now let this be here. My board is slightly smaller, but I'll try to fit the question in this. So my now fraction is 1 by 2. So what I can do is, okay, let me see, it should fit in. Okay, this is my first one, and this is my second one. 5 upon 8. Okay, and my third one is 3 by 4. So what I can do is, wait, I can erase this and use this portion, children, because we have the question written here on the left. Okay, so I can take the numbers. Now I will read the question from here. I'll take the first fraction, second fraction, and third fraction. So I will have more space. So let's do that and enjoy solving the fractions. Fractions are very interesting. I enjoy doing fractions. So my first fraction is 11 upon 12. So I'm writing that. Okay. And my second fraction is 5 upon 8. And my third fraction is 3 upon 4. But I cannot compare these fractions because these have different denominators. So for that, what we did, we found our new denominator for that, that is the LCM. And now I will use LCM, and I want an equivalent fraction. Now I'm going to give you a very good trick. Now what does that mean? This means that whatever you do here, equivalent fractions, you divide and multiply it by a number, that your denominator is 24, because that is our LCM. Now this is what we have to do. So let me do it for all the questions, all the three fractions here. Again, I'm telling you, children, that we have to think of a number, or we have to calculate a number. What do we divide it by and what do we multiply by? Because these are equivalent fractions, we have to find the same number, and so that the value doesn't change, and it should, and you should get 24 over here. Easy. And let's do the third. Again, I need to think, what shall I multiply this 4 with or 3 with to get 24 as a denominator. So once you do this, clearly you can see that, let me write this 12 clearly. Clearly you can see that here we can say the table of 12. Can you, or you can't? So 12, how many are? 12 2s are 24. So my equivalent fraction will be 2 by 2. I will multiply and divide by 2. Clear? And let me do this one now for you. So when you have 8 and I have 24 here. So 8, how many are 24, children? 8 3s are. So that means now I will be writing 3 over here. Right? And then similarly, this step also, I'm repeating. There are the similar steps. Can you see? Let me make this 3 look better. And then this is 4 24. Yeah, so you should know your tables now. 4 6 are 24. So if you're dividing them by 6, you have to multiply by 6 also. Equivalent fractions. So children, that's easy, right? See, what I have done is, why I have done it in this way, so that I can repeat the same step 3 times. You can start doing from here and complete the answer in one go like this. But since it is giving me an opportunity to repeat the same question 3 times, that's the reason I'm repeating the same step 3 times there. Okay. So now what is left? A new numerator is left. Okay. Can you see we have same denominators now? So if we get the new numerator, looking at it, we can quickly compare. So this new numerator here is my 22. 11 2s is 22. And how much is 5 3s are 15? And how much is 3 6 are 18? And we have to arrange these in ascending order. Ascending order means smallest first. Can you children tell me which is the smallest in these three? Let me take a different number. Color now. Can you see? So we have to just look at the numerators to decide. So I can clearly see this one is the smallest. This is my first, right? And this is my here second, right? And this is my third here. So let me write my answer. So I will write the original answer, that is 11 by, sorry, so how do we write it? We will write 5 by 8. So let me write the answer. The spaces left. Let me just rub this off now. I think so. You know this, children. If you want to see it again, you can rewind the video and then see that. Then I will be able to write it neatly because I will get more space here on the board. Okay, so that's nice. At least I can write nicely. So my smallest fraction here is 15 by 24. Right, and after that my next fraction is 18 by 24. I'm writing that. And after that my next fraction is 22 by 24. I'm writing that. But children, when we write fractions like this is not the fraction that we got it in the question. So you think question is over here? No, question is not over here. We are interested to know the original fractions and the order of original fractions, and you to arrange the original fractions in that order, right? So in that case, what is 15 by 24? I will see that, can you see 15 by 24? So what is 15 by 24? It is originally 5 by 8. And how much is 18 by 24? 18 by 24 is here. So the fraction is that is 3 by 4. So then I will be going back and writing the fractions in the question for my final answer. So my fraction here will be, yes, you're right, 5 by 8. And now that it's my final answer, I will also put the greater than or smaller sign. Do you remember in ascending order? How do we write the sign? Yes, we write 5 upon 8 is smaller than. The next number is 18 upon 24. So that means that will be 3 by 4. And 3 by 4 is smaller than 11 by 12. So I hope you have understood this, and you can do some more practice questions, and they are there in your books. So children, that was a video on comparing of fractions, and we learned different ways to compare two or more fractions. We could use some ways to do it mentally, or otherwise we need a pen and a paper, and there is a procedure to solve this question. Okay, so with this is Namita Basnotra. Thank you for watching. I'll be coming up with more videos on fraction. Till then, bye bye.